Imagine you're a police officer sworn to protect and serve. Now think about finding out that one of your own, a fellow officer, is not only breaking the law but engaging in activities so heinous that they shock even the most seasoned cops. Here are 3 jaw-dropping instances where the thin blue line was blurred by the discovery of police officers turned pedophiles.
I'm telling you, he's 17. Like, I wouldn't lie to you. Like, what sense does it make me lie to? But listen, whatever you're doing, it's a bad fucking idea. Does that make sense?
In April 2020, the wheels of justice were set in motion when an anonymous tip reached the police, alleging that Deputy Sheriff Jalen Devon had engaged in inappropriate activities with an innocent minor. Little did Jalen know that this tip would lead to a series of events that would change his life forever. The scene unfolded at the county sheriff's jail where Jalen worked. Invited into the interrogation room, Jalen was initially unaware of the storm brewing around him. The detective, aiming to establish rapport, began with seemingly harmless questions about Jalen's personal life. However, every word and gesture were calculated, as the detective sought to navigate through the murky waters of the allegations. As Jalen shared details about his schedule and social media habits, he likely believed these were insignificant pieces of information. But the detectives were building a puzzle, piece by piece, trying to understand the truth behind the accusations. The mention of Jalen's email address and phone number seemed innocuous at first, but little did he know that these details would play a crucial role later in the investigation. Signs of Jalen's nervousness became apparent as he crossed his arms and swayed in his chair. Being a seasoned police officer, he knew the gravity of the situation when facing an interrogation. The detective, armed with a picture allegedly linking Jalen to the reported incidents, confronted him. Despite initial denials, Jalen's body language spoke volumes, closed off, avoiding eye contact, signs that something was amiss. The detective strategically disclosed that the picture had surfaced in connection with allegations involving communication with a younger female on Snapchat. Jalen, now on guard, admitted to communicating with females in the past but insisted it was limited to close friends and co-workers. However, the detectives weren't satisfied and probed further into Jalen's communication history. In a twist, Jalen was informed that additional information about his personal life had come to light. This revelation intensified the pressure, and it became evident that the detectives knew more than Jalen had anticipated. When confronted about someone impersonating him and sharing personal information, Jalen suggested it could be an enemy. But the detectives could see through the bluff, sensing that Jalen might be hiding more than he let on. The detective, using a mix of truth and fiction, revealed specific details about Jalen's life, his past as a baseball player, his work schedule, and even his habit of using personalized usernames. Jalen, caught off guard, tried to maintain his innocence, claiming ignorance about the Snapchat account in question. However, the combination of his jersey numbers and graduation year intricately woven into the username J78211 left little room for doubt. The final blow came when the detectives connected the dots, linking the Snapchat account to Jalen's email address and phone number. Faced with mounting evidence, Jalen, perhaps realizing the gravity of the situation, finally invoked his right to an attorney. Unfortunately, it was a little too late to change the course of events. The subsequent investigation revealed a harrowing truth. The case involved not just one victim, but 4, aged between 12 and 14. Prosecutors even suggested that there could be more than 41 victims, but due to the nature of the crimes, their ages couldn't be verified. Jalen's guilty plea to 18 felony and 2 misdemeanor charges painted a grim picture of the deputy sheriff's actions.
You don't have my phone. I'd rather say no to that. No, I want a lawyer for this.
Okay. And I'll go over the behavior with you. We're investigating allegations that were made that you were communicating with a younger female on Snapchat and potentially some material might have been. I think I'm going to go ahead and read what you did initial. So you understand that you're not under arrest and you are not being detained. You understand that you're free to leave at any time. There will not be any locked doors keeping you from leaving. As you notice, that one doesn't have a lock behind you. Is there any reason why your phone number and email might be linked to a different Snapchat account?
No, never had no. Just the Jalen Clear one.
Okay, so that phone number and email wouldn't be attached to
No.
any other account? Okay, so Tinder, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, any other social media sites that you've delved into or used?
No, other social.
Okay. All right. Of course, we've spoken to, obviously the other parties involved and kind of gotten some of the information. And so the reason why this particular photo was kind of brought up is because this photo was sent to this female, which is why I wonder if this photo would be in anyone else's hands.
I mean, first one being younger, no, it wasn't anyone I sent younger.
So this photo was sent within the last 3 weeks. Have you sent this photo?
No, definitely not. It wasn't me. Yeah.
Okay, so you've used that photo for your wife, and you were about 20 years old in the photo. You did share it on Snapchat.
I don't know, it's a long time ago. My ex, it was a bad breakup with my ex, but she wouldn't have saved something like that either.
So this particular picture came from an account with this username, right? J178211. Okay. And I recognize that your jersey name in college was 17.
Yes, it
and
was.
then high school was 82, and it was 11.
In the end, justice prevailed, and Jalen Devon was sentenced to 12 years in state prison.
Seen a more despicable set of facts as I've seen in this case.
The once trusted deputy sheriff's life took a dark turn, leaving a community in shock and victims with scars that may never fully heal. In another disturbing incident, a police officer's double life was exposed. Our story begins on March 9, 2017, when the Oklahoma police received a report about a man taking a 17-year-old male teenager into a motel room. The officers, with a mix of anxiety and disbelief, approached the scene, hoping the report was false. But that was not the case. Upon knocking on the door, they were greeted by a man named Ralph, later revealed to be Ralph Shorty, an Oklahoma senator. The innocent, a 17-year-old, stepped out of the room, triggering a bizarre conversation between Ralph and the officers. Ralph claimed innocence, stating he was only trying to help the young man escape his drug-addicted roommates. However, the officers, without knowing Ralph's true identity, suspected him of illicit activities.
We're not going away.
Hanging on the door.
I don't care if you're good. We need to see you and check on you, partner. Yeah, he said we're good. You're gonna have to come out here and talk to us, or we're gonna get the manager and come in. So you got two options. Come out here and talk to us, and we'll handle it, or we're coming in.
Let's go open up the door so we can talk to you. What? Yeah, because you have a juvenile in your hotel room. Okay, open the door and we'll talk to you real quick and we'll be done.
He was in a room with a kid. There was obviously signs of them having some kind of sexual relations.
Days later, during questioning, Ralph's story took an unexpected turn. He admitted to knowing the innocent for a year, meeting at his coffee shop, Holy Ground Coffee. Ralph argued he was merely offering shelter to someone in need. The plot thickened when detectives confronted Ralph with evidence of a different story. The innocent claimed they met through a Craigslist ad when he was 16, and Ralph wanted him to engage in activities with his wife.
Is there any other drugs in here other than weed? Is there any guns in here?
No, sir.
Okay.
Can you show me that he's only 17?
No, I can't, but I can convince you that he is. I can put you in handcuffs and throw you in the back of a car.
We do that
Okay,
route.
let's see an ID real quick. Come out.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Come out before you get me worried. Show me your hands.
Okay.
Take a seat on the...
What's going on?
What's going on with you, man?
Trying to have
A good time? Yeah. What's your name?
Ralph.
Ralph what?
Shorty.
You got an ID, Shorty? Shorty doesn't sound like a last name to me. Yeah, that's what we do. He's 17. What do you mean, okay? Okay. But you got a 17-year-old hanging out with you.
Despite Ralph's denial, the detectives had damning conversations from an app called Kik, pointing towards his involvement. In the end, Ralph's double life caught up with him. He resigned from his senatorial seat and was sentenced to 15 years in prison, with 10 years of supervised release.
I want to say it was at our coffee shop.
Okay. So, like, he just walks in, you guys strike up a conversation, become friends?
Yeah, it's happened many times.
The shocking revelation left the community questioning the integrity of those sworn to protect them. This case serves as a reminder of the complexities of investigations and the lengths law enforcement must go to unravel the truth. It underscores the importance of vigilance, even among those sworn to uphold the law, and the resilience required to bring justice to the victims of such heinous crimes.